Good, beautiful morning, everybody. Welcome to Shortcuts for Your Soul Monday edition. Today I have with me the energy of Archangel Michael, who wants to discuss what are the source of our fears and how to release them. This is a very important time in human history, and we're going to get into that shortly. We're going to give a little bit of time for everybody to come in here. And I guess many of you are probably also feeling that the intensity of the energies that have been bombarding the planet for the last about a week and a half to 10 days has begun to abate, and there is a lull period, and will be probably for another 5 to 7 days. That could change depending on what happens collectively in humanity's consciousness collectively. It's very important to understand that our energy individually and collectively is creative. Your emotions are a creating energy. It's a beautiful thing. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, YouTube. How you doing? Hi, Christopher, Alicia, Loretta. Hello, Ian. Hi, guys. So I'm going to be going back and forth between a tablet and TikTok, so I can see the people's questions on TikToks, and I can also see the people's questions on YouTube. But understand, it's really, really important you understand what the source of all your fears is and how to release them. We're going to give you a couple of simple steps that you can use to begin the process of releasing yourself from subjectivity to your fears. Hi, good morning. Hi, Kira. Hope you guys had a great weekend. There are just so many things going on. There are really amazing things going on. Hi, Cav. Thank you for following me. I really appreciate that. Hi. I'm just trying to... Wonderful. Hello, Joe. Good to see you today. Hi. So for those of you that support the channel by following and just taking the information, the best way to help this channel is to take this information and apply it in your lives. What they give to us through the messages they provide is information to liberate ourselves from suffering individually and collectively. This is so important. You know, your guides, your angels, those members of your life that have left the physical dimension, they want you to be happy. And happiness is a choice of your conscious thinking and your attention. And they keep telling me over and over again, it's not as difficult as it seems if you understand what to do. And this is the challenge that most people are facing is what do you do? Good morning, Stephanie. Hi. Yeah, there'll be messages coming through today, Stephanie. We're going to go through the morning communication from Michael, and then we'll get to some messages. Hi, Kira. Hi, Beth. Hi there. So yeah, we'll just give everybody a few minutes to get loaded here. So when Michael came to me this morning, he said the one thing you have to become very aware of is your fears. And when they're operating, most people, he said, are not conscious when their fears are present in how you move and what your body's feeling. He said the easiest way to tell if you're in fear, consciously or unconsciously, is by the way your body is feeling. If you're feeling anxiousness or nervousness in the body, then the body is caught up in the energy of fear. Now, the source of your fear is two different locations where your fear comes from. Your fear either comes from your memories or your environment. Those are the only sources of fear that are available to stimulate fear in your mind or in your body. So that's your environment or your mind, what you're remembering or thinking. And yeah, we're going to go into that a little bit more. Good morning. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you. Good morning. We'll get to questions soon. For those of you that are on TikTok or on YouTube, remember, if you've got a question, write the word question in front of your question, because I've trained my mind to look for that word question so that I can pick it out a little easier. But we are at a most opportune time. We are poised between the ultimate possibilities of grace and the ultimate possibilities of suffering as a species collectively. And they keep telling me this over and over again. Really important you understand that if you cannot monitor your own energy, if you cannot regulate your own energy, you will be subjective to the effects of the causes of your energy. Yes, I'm being asked to repeat that. If you don't learn to monitor your own energy, then you'll be subject to the effects of your own energy. So if you're in a state of fear without understanding how to regulate it, alter it, or change it, that fear is going to cause effects in your life. It's going to cause certain behaviors, going to cause certain thinking. And on the other side of that, once you know how to regulate your energy, then you'll be able to create causes very deliberately in your life so that you're not just being subjected to fear. But Michael wanted to specifically talk about fear today and the sources of fear and how to release the fear from your life. And he said there's only two sources of fear: the environment or your own mind about your past. So your fears either come from your past inside your mind or the environment that's going on around you right now. He says a lot of you cannot distinguish between your past and your present, and your body does not have the capability to make that distinction. You must understand that your body is not who you are. Your body is the instrument through which you get to experience creation and the physical dimension with the effects of your creating. The function of fear is to bring your attention to the present moment, not to be subjective to fear, but to be free of it. So your body will perceive things in the environment that may be a threat or a danger to it. And your body has its own way of dealing with the function of fear. And that mechanism that your body uses to deal with the function of your fear is fight or flight. It only has fight or flight from which to deal with the fear of the environment. However, your body does not have the ability to distinguish between the fantasy of memory or the immediate environment. That is, thoughts and memories that you have in your mind that you've acquired from your experiences. Many of you will replay those thoughts and memories, and your body cannot distinguish between the fantasy of memory of what was already done or what is actually occurring. And your body will react to your memories as equally as it will react to experiences in actual time and space around you. Your body does not have that capacity to make a discernment between your past or your environment or your present. That is the distinction you must teach your body to make. You can instruct your body how to be in the present moment. You can instruct your body to discern that thoughts and memories are thoughts and memories and not actualities anymore. So many of you will remember a very bad event, and you find your body reacting and responding to that bad event as if it's happening right now, because your body does not have the reasoning capability that you possess. Your body cannot reason as you can reason. Your body can only respond and react to information and sensation. If you understand this, then it becomes your responsibility then to observe information in your mind, to learn how to not be subjective to that information, and to teach your body to know the distinction between that which has already occurred and that which is actually occurring. Ideally, you learn to train your body how to live in this present moment. For in this present moment, there's actually everything and nothing happening all at once. Everything and nothing happening all at once in the present moment. And you, as awareness, are the authority role over the mind and body. That is, you can instruct your mind and your body to function as you would desire them to function, to train your thought process to only operate under your direction to not let yourself be subjective to the thought process of your mind, to not let yourself be subjective to the thought process of your mind or the memory process of your mind, to train your body and your mind to be here and now becomes very important in this time, where so many of you seem to believe that your suffering is not open to resolution. I will say to you that is not true. It is within you that are hearing these words to recognize that thoughts and memories are not who you are, but simply information that you retain, not only from this lifetime, but many lifetimes that you've experienced in this physical dimension. You retain them all in your consciousness, even in your genetics. For up to 3 and 4 generations, you will contain information in your body. For up to 3 and 4 generations, it affords you the best opportunity to be prepared for eventualities based on a broader spectrum of historical experience. To be able to alter your mind and body, to be still, to be quiet in the moment, will begin to give you relief from your unnecessary suffering. When you begin that process of teaching your mind and your body to be still, to be quiet, to be open and receptive to your awareness, this is where you begin to find relief from the incessant chatter in your mind and the endless distractions of your environment, which keep you away from the position of authority that is naturally yours. You did not come here to live inside a mind and body that you cannot control. You came here to learn how to utilize a mind and body through the functions of your will and your reason. You came here to learn that process. And for some of you, the burden of emotion, the burden of negative thinking may be larger or heavier, and for some very light. But no matter the burden, the process will liberate you from its weight. The function of being able to train your body into this moment is the simple function of breathing. It cannot be made any simpler than this. The very act of directing or instructing your body to breathe gives you an awareness of an authority over matter. The very function of breath is key in your liberation from suffering. It is key in your liberation from incessant thinking. For the function of breathing the body in specific ways necessitates that you have acquired a level of authority over matter, that you can say to the body, be still and breathe. You are literally controlling matter with your breath, the breath of the body. You're directing the consciousness of your body by orchestrating its breath deliberately and precisely in certain rhythms. There are rhythms of your breathing that are conducive to being in the present moment. And there are rhythms of breathing that are conducive to being fearful and sad and anxious. There are conditions of your body that support certain emotional qualities, all of which you have authority over if you begin to assert it, that you can pause and breathe and give your body permission to be still, to likewise communicate to your mind that it does not need to think for a little while, that even if they get very noisy, you can say to them, be still. And you may use the breath of the body to assert that authority even over your thoughts and your emotions. For the function of emotion is intimately connected with the functions of your body, in that what you do with your body or what you do not do with your body is conducive to certain emotional qualities that you may change at will when you understand this function, and that it is your awareness not your personality. It is your awareness that can assert this authority over the personality. The personality being defined as the collaboration and collection of thoughts, the emotions contained within them that they generate, and the way that those thoughts and emotions direct the actions of your body. The function of your breath is not simply the body breathing, it is you asserting authority over the body's functioning. And we are being very precise when we say this to you, that the moment you are able to articulate deliberately and intentionally that you will direct the body to be still with your breath, that you can say to the thoughts and the emotions, I release you, I let you rest with your breath. You say, I let you rest. I give these thoughts, I give these emotions, I give this body rest. Come unto me, all ye that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. I is who you are. You are the I. I, you are. Awareness is this I that you are. And you may give your mind and body rest by the way you direct it. I give you rest. I let you be still, be quiet, be peaceful. I give you that. You may direct your mind and body thusly, and your emotional energy will follow suit with your thinking. With your thinking, your emotions will follow suit. So you still your emotions, you quiet them down with your thinking. You bring your thinking quietly to a minimum. You think about nothing. You think about space. You think about space. And the mind begins to quiet down because in space there is silence. As the mind begins to quiet, you begin to experience the diminishment of emotional qualities. The one great master who taught the truth that you may walk out upon the stormy seas and say to the stormy seas, be still. That I that you are, that one is also, that you may say to your mind, to the storm of your mind, be still. Be still. I am with you. Be still. Be still. The function of breath and the direction of thought to be still will begin to give you a glimmer of relief from your suffering. For some, it will be very pronounced that your relief is quite obvious, that when you breathe and relax, that when you give your mind permission to be still, you allow your attention to think about nothing, to focus on nothing. And as thought diminishes, then the emotions that those thoughts generate as an energy likewise diminish. And as you experience that diminishment in the emotion and that diminishment in the dis-ease of the body because you're giving it permission to relax, you will begin to regain your position of authority over your house and its servants, the servants being your thoughts, your emotions, and the body itself that are designed by nature to follow your commands. As easily as we can turn to this body and say, pick up these glasses, you may say to the thoughts in your mind, be still. And as the thoughts become quiet and still, so too also do the emotional energies connected to those thoughts. For every thought will create its own energy. So the nature and quality of your thoughts is very precise in the exact measure by which it will produce certain emotional qualities. The understanding that you are love, just that thought, the idea that you are love, it is not something that has to be acquired, but that you are. A thought like that creates very specific energies. And a thought like calm, quiet, peaceful, a thought like that will likewise create its own energy. Many of you are believing you are at war with yourselves in your own mind, and I would simply say to you that is not true. You just do not understand who the authority is. But you may turn to that part that is at war and say, I am with you. I will love you. I will take care of you. You can say that to your own mind and body. You can say, I am with you. I will not abandon you. I will take care of you. I will give you permission to be still. I will let you not think for a little while. I will give calmness to you. I will let you be still. You can give your mind and body direction which it yearns from for you. For most of the direction, for those of you that are in various degrees of discomfort, most of the direction that you've received from this world has not been very supportive, but been rather distracting and disturbing, keeping you away from your own authority over yourself and placing others outside of you in authority over you. And it is time to reassume the authority that is naturally your birthright, that your function of thinking is an act of your will and not an act of the will of others upon you. The function of your breath is the most sacred instrument that you have. The function of your breath is the most sacred instrument that you have. And that if you assert the function of your breath, and you assert that you can direct your body to relax, and you continue to assert that no matter how great your disturbance or distraction may be, if you continue to assert that process of, I'm giving you permission to relax, to release, to let go, and you continue, then the body will begin to surrender itself to you as you give it permission to not be so afraid of what is in your mind, because your body cannot distinguish between what is in your mind and what is in the world. Your body cannot distinguish between what is true and what is false. Your body does not have that capacity. You can give attention to a fantasy on your TV sets, and your body will react to the fantasy on the TV set as if it were a real event. So please understand this, that your body cannot make that discernment between what is real and what is not real. Only you have that function. So the source of your fears is very simple. It is either the thoughts in your mind or the events in the environment around you that your body is reacting and responding to, and you perceive the sensations of the body as if it is your own identity, rather than recognizing that your body is the instrument through which you are perceiving or transmitting specific things. But once you understand that the function of your body is left to your authority, and you begin to assert your authority over the body, you will begin to surrender unnecessary suffering from your mind, from your memories, and from the environment. For the nature and quality of your thoughts precipitates the conditions in your life around you. The nature and quality of your thoughts precipitates the conditions of life around you, that when you change them, and you change the quality of your thoughts, you will change the energy that is stimulated as an emotion into your biology, which transmits signals that produce conditions in the world around you. And when you understand that you have authority over this, then you will be more mindful and diligent about what thoughts you will allow yourself to give attention to. And you'll pay close attention to what you will look back on and what you will not look back on. But understand, you cannot create anything new from your past memories, your past emotions. You'll simply recreate existing conditions. Only from the present moment can you begin to create new experiences in your world. Only from the present moment can you do this. You cannot do this from the memories of the past, for the memories of the past have certain qualities of emotions that can be re-perpetuated so that you can live a past in your present or a past in your future. And many of you find yourselves doing this, living the same things, because you have not understood how to distinguish your awareness from your thoughts. nor assert your authority over them. But here, if you have heard what has been said today, you have the authority to say, be still, be still. And that the function of your breath enhances your will greatly and your influence over your body. The moment you are able to become conscious that the function of utilizing the breath of your body gives you command over it, that the rhythm and structure of your breathing is conducive to certain qualities of thinking and certain qualities of non-thinking and very specific energies that create conditions in your world that you are able to change once you understand this function that I speak of. And in your breath, you can literally release yourself from all fear. You can release your body from all fear. You can release unnecessary thinking from your mind with your breath. You can release your thinking with your breath. You can quiet your emotions with your breath. You can give the body permission to be still. You can give the thinking mind permission to be quiet. And as you gain this authority and apply it consistently, your time will not be long before you are free of your suffering. For most of you are only suffering because of what you remember, not because of what or who you are. Many of you have been so disconnected from who you are that you have found yourself lost in the suffering of your mind, your memories, and the emotions that they produce. But at any moment, you may stand up and realize, I am not these thoughts. I am not these emotions. I am awareness. And I assert an authority by choice over this mind and this body. You have this will to do this. You have this will to do this. You are the will to do this. And no man may rule your kingdom. That is, no man may rule your thinking unless you give him such permission. You must become very diligent, for if you allow thinking into your mind that is conducive to fear, then you will simply perpetuate it. If you allow the memories of your past, which were painful, to be repeated in your mind again and again, then you will continue to live your discomfort again and again. But it is not the whole of you. You are an awareness that is very unique and distinct from that body and mind that you find yourself hearing these words through. You are a unique and distinct consciousness. Yes, you are a unique and distinct consciousness that has a system of matter called the body, and a system of energy called emotion, and a system of thought called reasoning that allows you to create very specific thoughts, which in turn generate very specific emotions. In your conventional systems of mental well-being would call that you change your neurological energies by altering certain qualities of thoughts or memories. You can change the system of energy, emotion that flows through your body as a function of your consciousness when it is properly and adequately trained. And when you properly and adequately train your mind and body to serve you, you will be pleased that the servants will obey the master of the house. And you are the master in your house, which is your mind and your body. You are the master of your house. And so you may use your breath to release all fear. You may use your breath to release your depressions. You may use your breath to give your body rest. You may use your breath to liberate your awareness from being in the pits of confusion that have been perpetuated in your mind by the world around you, or there's much control and fear given to you to consider, pull your attention away from those that would have you live in fear or doubt or judgment. Pull your attention away from those who would have you live in fear and doubt and judgment. Pull your attention away from them, for they manipulate you thusly. Those that would say to you, your true nature is that you are an extension of divinity, that you are love, that you are here to learn the function of creating, that you are capable of profound and wondrous manifestations outside the confines of what you've been taught to believe is true. A whole new world of your consciousness awaits you to rejoin it. Your capacity to create deliberately and intentionally outside the confines of what the world has given you, that door is there for you to open now. And please walk through it and join us. Be free. Thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate that. Hi, guys. Hello, Joel. Hi, Freak of Nature. Happy sunrise to you too, guys. Somebody's asking me, was I born with my gift or did you acquire it over time? We are all born with this. This does not make me special, other than the fact that I've had the opportunity and the blessing to be awakened, okay? But we are all born with the ability to be clairvoyant, claircognizant, clairsentient, clairaudient. We're all born with that. But unfortunately, when we come into this physical dimension, most of what happens is everybody gets captured by the 5 physical senses. So we're caught up in what we see, smell, touch, taste, hear, and everybody gets disconnected from the inner senses of clairvoyance, the psychic senses that we're all born with. But I came across it consciously about 4 years ago. About 4 years ago, I had an event that occurred that I suddenly began to hear, people that aren't in their physical bodies anymore. I started hearing Master Jesus and Buddha and other ascended beings that started to give me information. They said that I was to take the information that they were giving me and to create courses and teachings and create channels and stuff to help get this information out to everybody. Because it's something that's been with me all my life. And I can look back now after having my awakening, and I can look back on my 63 years and I can see all the times that they were guiding me. I was just too caught up in my own thinking process and my own pain, my own depression, my own emotions to see outside of that. And so what they give to us through me and through many others on the planet that are bringing this information through at this time, called Ascension. And when you begin to find a system where you can begin to exercise those inner senses, there's ways you can learn to exercise your inner senses. We have 4 different masterclasses that instruct people that are going from very simple consciousness, that is, you believe your emotions and your thoughts are you, and you're in the pain body of yourself. And these programs are designed to assist people easily and practically and intelligently how to awaken yourself from subjectivity to the mind-body system and to begin to operate the mind-body system in an easy, effective, safe community environment. And I encourage you to go to my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com or TorontoMedium.com, and check out our courses, and you can check out the itineraries there. And not the itineraries, but you can check out what the courses are all about there. But they start off giving everybody the opportunity to awaken. And this work is really about that. But I thank you for asking that question. It's about 4.5 years ago that I became really conscious. Hi, guys. That's a great question. Yes, Lauren. Something about a diamond. I'm being shown, Lauren, about your dad being reincarnated. Something about a diamond. I'm just getting a picture of a diamond. When they go back into the body, when the soul goes back into a finite existence, it's not the same as when they're not in the body. But his higher self is sending me an image like a diamond. I don't know what that means, but it's like a diamond. It's a giant diamond, like it's massive, like very tall. What does that mean? Can you explain what that means for me? Yeah, I can't hear you. He's just showing me the image. Understand when people, if you don't understand a language, again, he's not in English because I don't hear English. I'm just getting images. The way people communicate when they're not in a body is often through images. It's the way people, when they first come into the body, is they receive images. Children do not, between ages 0 and 5, do not understand language. They understand images. That's why what you hold as a picture in your mind is literally something the child picks up as information, because they're clairvoyant. When we're born with all 10 senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairgustance. All of those senses are equally intact. What happens is most people get so predominantly captured by the 5 physical senses that there's no training for the internal senses. Most parents don't know that. It's a really funny thing. When parents think to a child, don't touch that, to a little baby or a little young child, and the child touches it. They don't hear the language. They see the picture in the parent's mind of them touching it, so they think that that's what the parent wants them to do. The images you hold in your mind, if you're a young parent or you got young children, what you hold in your mind, they see the pictures you hold in your mind. Be careful what you watch on TV. Be careful what you hold in your mind, because young children pick up images from us between ages 0 and 5, and then they get caught up. Then language begins to take over. Then they move from the spiritual self into the biological self, and then they begin to get captured by the personality of the senses, right? And then they lose their connection to their awareness. Their awareness gets lost in matter, so to speak, right? Comes into the earth, it gains the whole world and loses its own soul. Oh, you're very welcome, Loretta. Thank you. On YouTube, Vertical's asking, Earth's spinning inner core recently paused, then flipped its direction. Which process of Gaia is this? Yeah, she's saying it's not a process. It's just her consciousness. There is a movement in the core. This is the core of all of us. It is not just in the core of me, but in the core of you. In the core of all of you, this movement is underway. The movement between the soul and the mind and the body. You must understand that you must awaken yourself from the slumber of the body, mind creation, so that you may create more intelligently. I am doing these physical movements because I understand the best practical way to reduce the negative consequences associated with human collective fear. Humanity does not understand that the function of emotion is an organizing principle over matter, and that your collective fear does influence and interact with my body as equally as the collective energies of my body influences you. This has a connecting effect to many other elements of consciousness beyond the confines of your 5 physical senses, but which you can bear witness to in the effects in the physical world. Even the sun, which is my beloved, he too, with me, also is going through changes. You must understand that the dance of the divine is not one of separateness. The dance of the divine is one of unity. Unity through love or unity through fear, each will reap its own reward. Understand that. Wow, thank you for that question, Vertical. Thank you, Gaia. Appreciate that. Wow. Just scrolling down here. Hi, guys. Hi, Diva. Thank you for that. Hi, everyone. Hi, Judith. Good morning. Hi, guys. Somebody's asking me what event happened to spur my awakening. I can't say that it was one event, but one event stands out particularly. And it would be when I was 20 years old and I was about to jump off a bridge, and my guardian angel John spoke to me. It was the first time I've heard an angelic voice that spoke to me, said not to jump, and he told me what to do, and I did it, and it saved my life. and it led me to studying some things I never even considered studying before, and that woke up my mind. But my spiritual awakening happened over many years, and the second event for that would be about 4.5 years ago, when my wife's deceased mother, that word is such a terrible word, when my wife's mother, who had just left the body a week prior, came in and spoke to me, and then had a 45-minute conversation with my wife about the events and circumstances of her passing out of the body, and the events and circumstances in her family system. And that opened the floodgates. That's when I started hearing all the fairies, the guides, the angels, the other multidimensional beings that I channel. That would be the big spiritual awakening, was that moment there where I started hearing the voices of beings that just aren't in physical form. You know, we get so caught up in thinking that the physical body and the physical world is the only point of self-definition, without realizing that we actually give definition to the physical world. We give definition to the physical world with our thoughts and emotions. Thank you for that super chat, Polly. Really appreciate it. So Polly's asking on YouTube, are you able to tell me the name of my guardian angel? What's happening with my ill health retirement, please? Okay, they've been trying to, and there's they because there's more than one been trying to communicate with you, Polly. There's two females and a male. With your health, I mean, it's going to change all the time. Yes. Okay, hang on. Can you just step back and slow down a little bit, please? Okay. Please tell her that she must remember the sacredness of her breathing. She must remember the joy must be given to the body, not extracted from it. Know this, that you must learn to give joy to your body, that it may be renewed through your love. Yes, we are with you. Our names are not important at this time. You can simply recognize our presence. If you pause right now, it will be revealed to you. Pause. Pause right now. They want you to pause right now. They want you to pause and breathe. And as you breathe, tell her to breathe in love. So imagine that you can breathe love into your body, Polly. But just breathe in. Imagine you can breathe love into every cell of your body, and hold that love in your body for a second, and then tell her to release it. And then release the breath and let all the tension out from your body. The goal, they're saying, is to give your body love. You must bestow love upon your body, love and gratitude. The attacks towards the discomfort must cease. Those that come to you in suffering come to you for relief. The pain in your body is calling for your relief. And there's funny, yes, can I do that? Okay. So I also want to say, I've learned this recently too. Your body will tell you when it needs something. Your body cannot lie to you. Your body can't lie to you. It'll tell you, if you pay attention, when it's thirsty and you give it water. It'll tell you when it needs good food. You know, a lot of people just shove shit into their body without thinking about how that stuff's going to affect the consciousness. You know, would you try shoving raw meat into a newborn baby's mouth? You have to learn what your body needs. Yes, they'll guide you. But in restoring, first restore the love. Like, breathe love into the cells of your body and release all the fear. As you're doing this, you'll feel their presence around you. After the second or third breath, you'll start to feel their presence around you, Polly. Like, really, just around the third breath, you'll start to feel their presence around you. Yeah, and you'll feel them. Anyway, learn to give your love to the body. Give your love and your grace to your body. It's really going to be helpful for you. Thank you, Polly. I really appreciate that. Let's see what we got here. Somebody's, I I had a random, I came to my home before Christmas. We don't know how. I felt it was loved one, but who, I don't know why, but I'm getting a sister. That I'm not saying your sister, but I'm told it is a sister. That it was a sister that came to you. Are you a biological sister? Just tell her a sister. She knows. So it's a sister. That's what I'm being told to tell you. Thank you, Jackie, for that super chat. Jacqueline, will the blockage in my neck fully release in February so I can feel good physically to open my energy healing business late February? Hang on, Jacqueline. I've got the energy master Jesus coming in. If you just want to take a deep breath, sit your body down. Sit your body down. And pull your shoulders like right back. You need to open your heart chakra right up. You need to open your heart center right up. Tilt your head up slightly, right? And then place both of your hands, place both your hands around your neck like this. Feel the blockage with your awareness. Feel the blockage with your awareness. Now he wants you to give your love to the blockage, to communicate to it that you are with it, that you will not abandon it because you love it. I would use the phrase, I am with you, I love you, I will not abandon you, and really direct the energy of those thoughts into that point of the body. And you'll feel the release happen pretty quick. Yes. He's got a hand over the top of your head and he's got a hand out in front of your heart center. Like he's literally holding a hand up here and a hand here, what we would call a hand. It's just energy from their perspective, but it's what we would call a hand above your head. And just hands on your neck, heart open, shoulders back, head up slightly, and communicate to that blockage in there. I'm with you. I love you. I will take care of you. Communicate your love to that which you are having resistance with. Yeah. That event that caused that will be healed by this. The event that caused that will be healed by that. Thank you so much, Jackie. I really appreciate your question. Thank you for that question. Hi, guys. Ashley saying my 4-year-old talks about her life before very often. Yeah, children, we don't, again, what happens, we all come in with a full knowledge of so much. We come in with the awareness of it. We don't have to evaluate it. We're aware of it. And what happens is we begin to get, yes, I will. Your awareness when you first come into the body, the environment immediately begins to capture all of your attention with smells and sounds and sights. And the parents are going, oh, baby, and everything comes at you. And your whole awareness goes from being wide open like this to being collapsed to this point of time and space exclusively. And so a lot of people will lose their awareness to the biology. We get collapsed into it. But your child sounds like they're still very intact. Be open with them to what they're communicating. Just write it down, get it recorded even. But don't find fault with them with that. And let them rest and enjoy. Get them familiar with it because there's knowledge and wisdom they can pull from that lifetime. That's why they're bringing it in. There's some things from that lifetime that will help them move forward in this lifetime. Yeah, children are beautiful. We are all beautiful. We are all beautiful. You are love. Remember that statement. You are love. All of us. That's our true nature. Love is our true nature. It's not something we have to get from somebody else. It's something that we are. Thank you so much, Brent. Appreciate it. Question. My friend is a healer in Germany in the countryside. She's ready now to rent a room for group healings. Where will she find a rental and get a group of people as she did in the capital? First of all, tell her to let go. Tell her to release any and all uncertainty. She must release the energy of any and all uncertainty. Feel the vibration of what was as if it still is. That the success of where she is can be greater than what was. To stay in that conception, let the vibration of this vibrational conception direct the outcome. The people and circumstances will be directly connected to the dominant emotion she is holding in her consciousness around this creation. And the function of her creation must be of certainty, of love. Many of the actions, the places and people that are necessary will cross her path as she crosses theirs. Not to mention, here I am in Toronto, and many of you are from all over the world here today. And are we not a community right now? We are together in creation. We're together in love. We're together with our guides and our angels. We're together in a movement of ascension on a planet of people that are struggling to get away from fear into creation. It's very fascinating. So thank you. It was a wonderful question. Thank you. Thank you, Daniela. Firebird is asking on TikTok, why can my life ever just be calm for an extended period of time? I know pain causes growth. Pain does not necessarily cause growth. They keep telling me this all the time, William. The function of creating from love will transcend the function of creating from fear. And if you're living in your mind, and mind is based, your body and your mind are based on anticipating, being prepared for potential dangers, or reliving things in your mind as if they're happening right now. And so the reason you're not being able to be calm is because you're caught up in that cycle of the mind being in that place of anticipation and the body being prepared for what might be anticipated. That state of extended calm can exist within the present moment, and you can perpetuate it. The challenges of life, as you call them, become the opportunities that will lift you up from the function of understanding that love is the energy that you create with, would give you nothing but joy to look forward to what would come into your life. The function of love as an energy organizes the condition of your life very differently than does the function of fear. And it is simply a mere movement in your consciousness in simplicity from letting go of your fear to aligning yourself to love. And this takes practice, much the same way as it takes practice for a young child to learn to walk their body. So too, it will take some of you time to learn to train your mind to be in love as opposed to being in fear. That is, you must teach your mind this. And much of what you have in your environment of this world loans itself to keeping you in fear and not keeping you in creation. Find your love and let that be the determining acting force behind your words and your thinking and your communication. Wow, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Great question. Crazy little asylum is asking, what message does my grandfather have for me? He says he does not want you to grow old. What do you mean by that? He wants you to stay flexible in your thinking. And he's saying, you got to do more. You got to do more fun things. You got to have more fun. Tell her to have more fun. Yes. Yes. More fun. But that's his big concern for you is don't don't get old. And he's saying it's not about your body. It's about your being. It's about your being. Yes. His love to you, like his love to you. And also he's saying, it is forgiven now. And I don't know if that's in reference to, there's a whole bunch of other stuff here that needs to be unpacked. And this is not the place to unpack that. If you want, you can always go and book a reading with me. Go to my website and book a reading with me, WilliamMichaelForbes.com, if you want to know more about what he has to say. Thank you. Hi, guys. Yeah, I saw that question. Thank you so much. Yes, we are all being guided. That's a great statement. Enlightened Starseed is asking, again, please bear with me as I gain the functionality of TikTok. I've generally been on YouTube for the last 10 years, and in earnest in the last 4.5 when they began to give me all this information and direction. So as I learn, for those of you that are giving me gifts on TikTok and following me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I would love to get to everybody's questions. I'll do as many as we can today, but just know that what you're receiving, if you have heard what Michael's been saying to us today, that this is so important for you to know that just by learning how to use your breathing in the body, the way the body breathes, you can use how you can direct the body to heal your mind and release your suffering. If you can learn that. Listen, I was, when I was a teenager and a young adult, I was clinically depressed. I was under psychiatric care. It was very difficult. I understand the depths of despair that can come from depression and uncontrollable anxiety. I understand that place. But I also understand from my experience, there is a way out that is not difficult and complex if it's being shown to you properly. But I will tell you this, medication and things for me were not a way out for me. They were detrimental, they were debilitating, they took my soul. I had to learn to awaken. I had to learn to run my own thinking again. I had to learn to create that. And although I appear to be in an older body, I'm very, very young. I'm immortal like anybody else is as a soul. The body won't be immortal, but I want to take every last moment of my life to give to as many people as I can the understanding that your suffering is not outside of your ability to assert authority over it. That suffering is not your lot in life. Suffering is not our natural state. Suffering is not your natural state. Creation is your natural state. And for those of you that are in the younger audience, please hear these words. Suffering is something that's being given to people right now in television, radio. Stop watching your TV. Stop watching mass media. Get away from the programming of fear and restore yourself to the creative process of your life, of what you want to do with your life and what you came here to be. Awaken your soul. And I'll spend every last breath of my life channeling this information to people and awakening as many as I can so that you don't have to spend a lifetime. I spent like most of my life suffering and fear and sadness and depression. I want to save you that time because you didn't come here to suffer. None of you came here to suffer. You came here to evolve. You came here to create. You came here to learn to awaken your divinity. And to that end, all of what happens in every word I speak and everything I do, that function is my life now. Right? Thank you so much. Hi, guys. Someone asking, does my divine team have any messages for me today, please? Thank you for asking. Michael's just laughing. He's saying, do you not hear me? Do you not hear that I am part of your team? And if you understand, one simple way can be the difference between all things. One simple way can be the difference. One simple thing. The function, your true nature as a consciousness, as an awareness, not as a body, not as a personality. The personality you have, let's face it, Most of the thoughts in your mind aren't even yours. Most of the thoughts in our minds were given to us. And until you start to question the thoughts that you've been given and understand that every thought creates an energy, every thought creates an energy, and then learn which thoughts create energy that lift you up and empower you and inspire you, and which thoughts take you down. What are you watching that lifts you up? What are you watching that tries to keep you in, oh my God, I can't trust anybody? Because there's a lot of that shit going on where they're trying to keep you in fear. Watch what people tell you to think. Watch what thoughts you think. And you'll save yourself so much time. Suffering is only necessary until it is not. When you finally say, I'm done with my suffering, I'm going to learn certain things that make my mind clean and clear and focused. I'm going to train my body to be healthy and vibrant and strong. I'm going to begin to put things in this body that lift its vibration up. And your mind and body will become faithful servants to you. They are anyway. They'll do whatever you tell them. Even if you're doing things that harm yourself, your body doesn't want to do that, but it will do whatever you tell it to do. And your reason for wanting to do that isn't because you want to. It's because somebody's put that in your head. Somebody's put an idea in your head that you're not good enough, or you're not. That's just an idea. That's not who you are. You are love. Please remember that. You are love. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, I know I'm going a little off there. Thank you. Somebody's asking, what do I need to heal my nervous system? Thank you for that, Rose Kristen. Really appreciate it. What do I need to heal my nervous system? Wow. Quite honestly, love. If you understand the frequency of love, Master Jesus does this all the time. A lot of people wonder how he healed. It wasn't a miracle. It was a transmission of unconditional love. Love is a vibrational frequency. Fear is a vibrational frequency. Spend time with your nervous system going into love and gratitude. Like really communicate such love and appreciation for your body. Let your body bestow your love onto your body. Don't wait for something out there to make you feel love. You are love. Bestow your love to your own body. Bestow your love to your mind with proper thinking. You can save yourself so much time. But yes, Raphael says you need to get more living green in your body. He's showing me like bright green, which interesting enough is his color. He works with that ray of light. He says he will assist you in this, but you understand, by putting more greens in your body, make certain, yes, he's saying you want to make certain they're liquefied greens, that they're fresh greens that you've juiced up or ground up. And he's saying when you put more of that energy in your body, you'll be more receptive to receiving healing energy too. You put healthier foods in your body, you become more receptive to healing energies coming into your body from around you and from within you. That's really cool. Thanks for that question. I love that. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Hi, Diane. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah, it's wonderful when children see the past. Hi, guys. Let's scroll down here. Wonderful. Got that one. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling a lot of questions. You're on and Mandy's asking if I'm on the right path musically. Yes, you are. They're telling me that yes, you are on the right path musically, but you need to incorporate the joy. They're saying that your music is beautiful, but is devoid of your nature, which is love. Your love. It is not just about the technical elements of your music. Please understand, it is not just about the technical elements of your music. It is about the vibrational offering of your consciousness through your music. For it is your being that you put through your creation. It is your energy that you put through your creation. And if your love, if your light is what is moving through your music, if that is what is creating your lyrics, if that is what is causing the effects you're seeing, then your musical path will be very blessed indeed. If you understand this, that we're saying to you right now, that your musical path will be very blessed indeed if you bring through your love and your light into it. Let light dictate the words you write, the notes you play. Let love, not fear. If you are doing this musical path because you need to survive, then you are simply causing yourself unnecessary suffering. But if you're upon this musical path with your love, then you will thrive greatly. Yes. Remember, you must understand that your prosperity is not always about the acquisition of wealth. It is the expression of your full creative potential. That is the greatest wealth. Your freest, most purest expression is the greatest wealth that you can bring to this world. You came here to offer your light to this world. You did not come to take light from it, but you brought light to it. Offer it freely. Wow. Thank you so much. Great question. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Kristen. Thank you, guys. I'm all this gifter stuff and things is all new to me. So thank you. Even those of you that are here that are making comments that you're angry or judgmental, I understand your pain. I really do. I've been there, done that. I've been judgmental. I've been in pain. And most of your judgment isn't even yours. Much judgment, all judgment of a negative nature comes from a place of fear. And a place of fear means you're not in love. And if you're not in love, you're suffering. And if you're suffering, I will extend my love to you. No matter what you think, what you believe, you have my love. Right? That's all judgment is based on a lack of love. Thank you so much. Someone's asking, Angela, how do you know what my psychic ability is? I've been told different things by many, and I'm confused. Thank you for asking that question. And it's confusing because the answer is literally within you. I would highly encourage you to come to our 101 Masterclass, which begins March the 4th, and follow a practical process for awakening your inner senses so that you're not dependent upon the world to tell you, but you rediscover it from within yourself because it's already within you. There is no confusion inside you. There's confusion in what you've been told. And yes, I'm just being told to tell you it's important you understand that your value is already established in the nature of what you are. And the function of love is the extension and expansion and growth of that value. Your gifts that you are here to offer can only be realized when you understand them yourself. Do not simply seek the information or ideas of others, but go through the process of experiencing your own understanding of what you already are. That body that you have is a wondrous instrument. That thinking mind, when you understand how to assert your authority over it, is a wonderful instrument. It's a wonderful instrument. But you as awareness must learn to orchestrate, to conduct the function of your mind and your body under your direction with an understanding of who and what you are. And if love is your true nature, then what you will say and what you will do will be based in that nature. And if you believe that you are the fear of the mind, then what you will say and do will be based on the fear of your mind. But your awakening does not have to be delayed any longer. But they're saying clairsentience is her strongest. Clairsentience is your strongest. You can feel things and know the truth of what you feel. So that's where you want to start. And everybody's got a dominant clair. Some people are more claircognizant. Some people are more clairvoyant. Some people are more clairaudient. Some people are more clairsentient. Each one has its own unique function. Some people get clear, vivid visions or pictures. And that means their clairvoyance is working really well. Some people get a sense of, I just know, and that's claircognizance. And you can learn all about these different faculties and how to open them up deliberately and consciously, how to unpack your own skill set from within you. Again, I encourage you to join our March 4th 101 Masterclass. Thank you so much. Great question. The confusion will end when you got enough experience. Does my therapist, Jackie, have a message for me? The laughter. Sorry, I'm a little embarrassed to do that, but like there's this big laughter. Laugh. Shit, go out and have some fun. Like they're laughing really loud. Like laugh. It's laughter of like joy. Go and enjoy. Go into the joie de vivre. Go live your life full. Yeah. Get out. Don't wait any longer. It's nice to have an astral therapist like that, right? An astral therapist. Somebody's asked about their father. He's saying I like the dog. I don't know. He's saying he likes the dog. Somebody asking, do you know what my second ability? Oh yes, you already asked that question. Sorry, the scrolling. Hi Angela. Yeah, you can stop spamming now, Angela. Thank you very much. It's not fair to other people. Be fair to other people. There's a divine order to things. There really is a divine order to events. And whether your question's answered or not, we get told this all the time from people, that the questions that they were going to ask often get answered. So trust that whether your question is answered or not, that there's an order to things, an order of events that's based in divinity, not in psychology, right? You know, humans have been trying to understand what God is rather than recognizing it's within you. Someone's asking, how do I know or recognize if I have a guardian or someone watching over me? You learn how to sense their energy, and you can ask them. You can literally ask them to give you an indication of their presence. So guides, angels, ascended masters, people that your loved ones are not in a physical medium of expression anymore, don't live on a physical plane. They live on a plane of consciousness that's outside of the 5 sensory world. But it's not outside of your perception, because your perception is not just based in the 5 physical senses. Your perception is also based in being able to perceive the invisible realm of thought and information and memory stored within the biology of the system. But your awareness is also independent of that. So you can train your awareness to become sensitive to the presence of your guides and angels. We introduce people into that process in our 101 Masterclass. Again, that's starting March the 4th. You can learn to become sensitive to when they're around you. You know, I've oftentimes had things happen around me that will surprise you. I was once told, they were saying to me in the very beginning when they first started talking to me like crazy, they said, we want you to understand the function of love and how it really works in changing things. So they had me go sit in front of the Starbucks we have by a building we live in. And I sat on the patio. They said, sit on the patio, have your cup of tea, and all you're going to do is radiate love out. So I did. I sat there and I just started radiating out love to where we were and just radiating out as far as I could. And all of a sudden I hear somebody screaming. And he comes running onto the Starbucks patio and he picks a chair up and he starts screaming how he hates people, right? And he comes running over and he comes running straight at me to throw this chair on top of me. And I stopped and I looked up at him and our eyes met. And I was still in this vibration of love. And he stops right with his chair over my head. Just stops. Then he throws the chair aside and runs away. And stuff like that happens when you understand your guards, your guardian angels, the ascended masters, the ones that are working with you, the ones you can gain access to and information outside of the 5 sensory world. They will give you lessons and instructions and experiences that will let you understand the functions of energy and consciousness, the functions of thought and emotion, as they've been teaching me. And again, you just have to learn to become sensitive to the presence. But there are actual methods you can go through to learn to sense the presence of their energies and how your system recognizes that. You have to train your body to do that. You have to train your mind to do that. Where can you find the class, Amanda? Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com or torontomedium.com, and go to the shop there, and you'll see the courses and classes are offered down there. Yeah. So I could put yeah. Well, sorry. Hi, Chris. Question from Chris on YouTube. If we don't like our jobs and surroundings, we do have the willpower and we are greatly supported to change these. We have free will. This life is our choices. We can focus on darkness or we can focus on light. That's such a great sentiment. Question from Diane. I'm in the process of healing my heart. Is it getting better? I'm told, Raphael's saying you can accelerate the process because they're really excited. They don't want to do healing for you. They want to teach healing to you. And he wants you to literally take, he says, take the right hand and place it over the physical heart. Right over where the physical heart. He says the right hand first. And he's saying he wants you to feel the flow of energy coming from the palm of your hand going into your heart. First, feel that connection between the energy of the hand and the heart. And then take your left hand and place it over the top of the right. And feel the energy again. Allow yourself to simply be aware of the energy flowing into the physical heart. Allow your heart to receive it. As this energy passes into your heart, speak this word to the heart: love. Speak that word into your heart: love. And rest in the movement of this energy. Continue this way for about 30 seconds, thrice daily, 3 times. Allow yourself to do this so that you understand the function of healing is available to all of you. We're more instructors than we are taking care of you when you are fully capable of learning the necessary skills that you already possess. Wow, thank you so much. Wow, that's really cool. Question from Joel. Hey, Joel. I am healed from my cold. Now now it's my car giving me trouble. Why? 23 had a bad start for me. Well, if you believe in a bad start, then you're going to create more subsequent events like that. Like you really will. But I'm being told that you're supposed to go out on foot more. You need to be taking your body out more. Get out with your body more. Yes, rigorously, eh? Someone's telling me that you need to get more rigorous with your body. You need to get into the play of a child with your body. You need to take your body out for playtime. Play with it more. Play with your body more. Like playtime. Have fun with it. Yeah, she will. Okay. Okay, I understand. Question from Katrina on YouTube. I've started Siwa Murti healing developed out of Balinese Hinduism. What does my team think about this? Should I go to Bali in April? I'm getting a really immediate and strong, powerful yes for this. There's a shaman there that you need to connect with. He's been calling you energetically for a while. Well, not calling you directly, but shamans, healers, teachers that are looking for students will transmit a vibration out. If you ever seen Star Wars, where there's an episode where they transmit an energy out and people show up, right? It's the same thing. But this guy's been calling you for a while, and there's a female that works with him as well. They'll loan themselves greatly. But I'm also being told your reason for going there will be to eliminate the remainder of your doubt. That's the primary reason you'll be going there, is to eliminate the remainder of your doubt, because that's what's holding things back from moving. To eliminate from yourself the remainder of your doubt. What a beautiful thing. That's so cool. Thank you so much. I like that, Katrina. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. Since a child, I was always spoken out loud to Spirit Guide. He saved me so much. I know. It's amazing, isn't it? They've always been with me too. They've always been with me too. I'm so proud and so pleased that I get to be a channel for this work. You know, it's an amazing thing when you realize that you came here for a reason. And everyone on this planet, I don't care what you are, whether you're living on the street or in a castle, everyone here And anybody in between the street and the castle, everyone knows they came here for a reason. Everybody knows this. And when you become so committed to knowing what that is, and it's within you, the reason is within you. It's you might find something out in the world that might trigger it, but your reason for being is already within you. It's who you are. But your mind, the mind the world has given you, the mind the world has given you prevents you from seeing what is within you. And you're so caught in what the mind has in it, what the personality has been conditioned to think it is. That's why you can't find your purpose, not because it's not there. It's because you're looking in the wrong place. Your purpose is in your heart, in your awareness, and you know it. You have to come away from the thinking mind, get connected to the essence of who you are again, because you know what you came here for. And every one of you came here to create, to manifest, to become an extension of divine love in a physical dimension. That's what we all came here for. And there's a big movement. A lot of people like the idea of just being a body. They like the control and the power and the sensation of authority they have. Boy, are they in for a surprise. If you think that having a bunch of cash and a bunch of cars and a bunch of things is a demonstration of your authority, yeah, it's a demonstration of your authority over time, space, and matter, but it's not a demonstration of your authority over love. There's some really wonderful people that I know that are very materialistic, have a lot of great stuff, and they're very loving people. But I also know a lot of people that have a lot of material, a lot of power, a lot of money that are not very loving people. They're very terrified, frightened, and scared individuals that think harming others is the way they're going to find freedom from their own iniquities. Don't know where that came from, but thank you. Wow. It's funny because Angel's just saying right now, I'm so fed up and feel like I have no purpose. Again, your anger, your frustration keep you away from your purpose. And that's, as long as you have no purpose, then you're just going to be a drone. As long as you don't know what your purpose is, you're just going to be a worker drone. That's what happens to people. So your purpose can only be found within you. You need to learn to get your mind put aside and reconnect to who you are. And we got lots of people we encounter in our masterclasses where people discover their purpose and are living their lives in most beautiful and wonderful ways. You know you have a purpose. Don't get frustrated. You do know you have a purpose. You won't find it in the world. It's contained within you. You came with it. You did not come into this world incomplete. You did not come into this world lacking. You came in here with the greatest clarity and purity of being. And what the world is, they took that and they compressed it down to a single point called a personality. And in that personality, you are imprisoned and enslaved by the thinking and the beliefs that the environment has given you, as equally as you can be liberated from them. You can change your thinking and your beliefs and be liberated, and your personality can be unbound. Your soul can be free through your personality instead of enslaved by it. Your personality should liberate your soul. But in order to do that, you have to learn to train your personality to be free, to be creative. You have to train it to be free, because most of what the training people are given is not to be free. It's to follow these instructions. Believe this thing. This is the truth. Believe this. That's how most people are stuck out without their purpose, because they're caught up in the trap that the conventional educational system has put on people. Even really brilliant people have got these restrictions on their mind that prevent them from articulating people getting connected to their own divinity. And when you're connected to your divinity, you're unstoppable. You're absolutely unstoppable when you connect to your divinity. Totally unstoppable. I love that, eh? Someone's asking, how can I share my gifts with the world with them while also not being a burden on my family? Yeah, that's a good one. Simple answer, get active. Honor your body. Honor your temple. This is your temple. Every single mystical school, every great master said, this is the divine temple. Are you treating it like a divine temple? Your thoughts is supposed to be a world of creation. And you believe you are a burden to others. And if you believe you're a burden to others, you're already giving yourself an added negative load that I'm not good enough. You are good enough. So start doing things that you truly love. A simple thing I was given to do, take a little notepad and go walking around with a notepad and start noticing everything. Write down everything that gives you joy for a whole day. Do this for a whole day, a week if you can, and go around with that little pad. Oh, I like birds. And you write down, birds give me joy. Oh, watching animals run gives me joy. You write down everything that gives you joy, whether it's money or people or laughter or comedy or sunsets. You want to start reconnecting to your joy, because when you start reconnecting to your joy, your inner joy, not the joy of the world, just use the world as a tool to reconnect to that inner joy. Because once you start to recognize your inner joy, then you'll start to recognize when you're doing things that feed it and when you're doing things that don't feed it. Literally, like you need to find things that you'll do that connect to your joy. Don't do anything that doesn't open your joy, right? Or your love or your compassion or your kindness. You're a beautiful soul. And there's not one among you that does not have a purpose. Every one of us has a purpose. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone. If you want to know more, you can also book a reading with me. I think we're good. I think we're just about done here. I see. Thank you so much, Jen. I really appreciate that. Thank you for all the gifts and surprises, guys. I have no idea what that all means yet. And that's not what's important. What's important is that in some way, shape, or form, if your heart has been opened a little bit more, if you begin to recognize that you are the value you are seeking, to whatever degree you realize there's something within you that is profound, that is yearning to be awakened from the burden of your thinking mind and the personality that the world has given you, that you do not have to be bound by the confines of what you've been taught to think and believe, that you can liberate yourself from them. To whatever degree and extent that has happened for you, I am honored and privileged that has. And it's my sole goal in life is to liberate people from unnecessary suffering, to help others to be free of it. And again, all the works, all our courses, all our classes, everything we do is channeled works. This information is coming from multidimensional beings, ascended masters, and others. What's really cool in the Masterclasses is the classes are actually taught. We have Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are when they give a lesson. It's usually 2 to 3 hours where there's a discussion and a meditation that takes everyone to a whole other sense of who they are. And when you feel the energy of Master Jesus or Master Buddha or Lao Tzu or other ascended beings, it's pretty amazing. Anyway, I hope you guys will come and join me. Again, check it out on my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. And also remember, you can book a reading with me through my website as well, because there's just so much information you'll get from that can't be gone into great detail here. So it makes it difficult to do a full reading on this. It's just not fair to everybody else. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look forward to seeing you there. So guys, listen, I want to wish you all much love. Thank you, YouTube's Christopher, Khan, everybody. Thank you so much for your support. I'll look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday when we begin the 104 Masterclass. The 104 Masterclass is available only to students that have taken at least the 102 and 103 Masterclasses. So please look forward to seeing all of you guys on Saturday. Everybody, have yourselves a wonderful, joyful day. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. I'm not sure who's coming on Wednesday. We will find out when we get there. Much love to all of you. And again, take care. Bye for now.